It's an enormously large task to release a feature film in theaters in a real way that's a release and not just a fucking... Maybe you can convince some fucking festival people and indie people that it matters a little bit for one night and then they'll forget about it forever and never watch it again. But if you want to do a real movie like this is a real movie right here. This is fucking cinema right here. Okay? This movie is gonna live forever. All right, this movie, people are gonna watch this in 20 years and they're gonna go, this movie's a classic, and they're gonna go, it bombed when it came out and everyone was crazy. Just like Fight Club, this film fucking blew everyone's mind when it came out because it was so different in every way, and because of this guy right here, because of Sandler, because of the Sandman. It was like the best strategy for how to get a film into the fucking cultural fabric. My hypothesis is that merit is the primary driving factor of the success of these movies. Merit in the art of filmmaking, because it is like a sport. Like, there is an objective ability that can be measured in filmmaking. But Uncut Gems was 7 years ago, and Marty Supreme was last year, and no one knew what Marty Supreme was going to be. This is episode 1 of my film discussion show. And I want to talk about this movie right here, Marty Supreme. I want to talk about Marty Supreme. All right. Christmas Day, 2025. I saw it on Christmas Day, the day it came out. Saw it in a packed theater, my hometown, Albuquerque, New Mexico. Yeah, the hype behind Marty Supreme was unparalleled. The season of cinema leading up to Marty Supreme was, for me, beyond exciting. I was like losing my mind how excited I was. I would watch trailers. You know, trailers are essential to the cinematic ecosystem. The number one most important factor in the whole process is the trailer. A trailer is a short film that, you know, because you never want your trailer to give away what the movie is. In fact, the best trailer, you're wondering what the movie will be. That's the best feeling, because if you're going, what is this movie? I can't wait to see it. I have to go see it in order to really find out, and curiosity is there. That's the best. That's what the Marty Supreme trailer was. In fact, let's watch it right now, just so we can. It's the teaser. Okay, here we go. Okay, official teaser. All right, here it is. Yeah, this is it right here.
Hey, it's Marty, Mauser. I'm in the Royals.
Woo!
I saw you in the lobby yesterday.
Okay.
Well, I never talked to an actual movie star.
Okay, all right. We found it. I knew right away. Because these things have a visceral impact on a person. They will ground them in that moment in time. You'll say, do you remember where you were in 2025? And say, well, I remember the Marty Supreme trailer, and I remember how I felt in October when I saw that trailer, and I would watch it over and over again, and the job I was working, and that's what this is. And for like Q4 of 2025, I would see this teaser like every time I went to the theater, okay? And I remembered because the end of this teaser, by the end of this teaser, I was like cheering. And at first, no one had heard about it, but after all the publicity stunts and after Chalamet was doing the rap song, that Four Raws song, and like, the jacket, and all the athletes were wearing the jacket and shit, and then the fucking Vegas Sphere, it was like everybody had heard about it.
You know, I'm something of a performer too.
Are you?
Yeah, you don't believe me?
Something of a performer too. I mean, that's amazing.
Hello?
Hey, it's Marty, Mauser. I'm in the Royal Suite. I saw you in the lobby yesterday.
Okay.
Well, I never talked to an actual movie star.
Oh my God. Are you kidding me? Just that. In the theater, you're playing the audience like a fucking instrument, man. when that shit comes on, and you see that shot with the backlight, with the flare from the sun. Good God, that's so good.
It means I have an obligation to see a very specific thing through, and with that obligation comes sacrifice.
Everything in my life's falling apart, but I'm gonna figure it out.
Do you need any help? I could help you.
I know it's hard to believe, but I'm telling you, this game, it fills stadiums overseas. And it's only a matter of time before I'm
staring at you from the cover of a Wheaties box. I mean, that's like, I remembered that line forever. The first time I fucking heard it, he's like, I'm moving culture. You don't understand the scope that I occupy. And I do. And even though I haven't succeeded yet, the fact that I understand it, I don't think you can bullshit that. I don't think you can bullshit that. I think you can only give off that kind of vibe if you have like your life is on the line and like you really are so invested in what you do that anyone who meets you can just instantly tell. This scrawny fuck, like everything about this movie is like this neurotic fucking Jewish, nerdy movie about this guy, ping pong, right? He's just like, yeah, this is why I was born, motherfucker. There's more, so let's see.
I'm not trying to control you,
Wow.
Marty.
It's unacceptable! It's unacceptable!
But I don't think you understand the stakes. You have no power here.
Oh man, this teaser is so great. That's a critical moment. Like when you show off your cast, it's like credibility. You're earning credibility, but also you're, Gwyneth Paltrow. Like I got, this classic Hollywood star, and I've got Tyler, who's a beloved celebrity, right? He's an artist, he's a musician, and also this is his debut of his film, and that was so much of this. That's so much of what made Marty Supreme interesting to people, is that there were people starring in the film who you didn't expect. In 25, Chalamet is like, honestly, he was probably like the movie star of 2025. And that's all they show you. It's just that, it's like the camera test with Leo DiCaprio. It's just they show you enough so that viscerally the image is so powerful. You just go, I can't wait to see. It's like Kevin O'Leary. It was like, what, dude? What? Him? Shark Tank? And I'm a Kevin O'Leary fan. Okay, a lot of people hate this motherfucker. And that begins the controversy of Marty Supreme. Because that's the other thing about Marty Supreme is this movie is not universally loved. This movie is a hit that was divisive. I love Shark Tank, man. And like when I was watching Shark Tank, I went and looked up all the sharks and like what they all did and stuff. And Kevin O'Leary, Mr. Wonderful, was the number one. He's the guy out of all of those sharks. He's the one who had the most of my respect, because he would tell people straight up exactly. He would tell people what they didn't want to hear straight up when no one else would. He was the most adept investor out of all of them. And Kevin O'Leary started as a photographer and as a rock guitar musician. And if you watch the Adam Friedland interview with him, he does like a blues solo at the beginning, and that's how he spent his youth, was like playing blues guitar and wanting to be a rock star. And I'm like, this guy is awesome. This guy that's why he's rich. That's why he's rich. Kevin O'Leary is driven by passion and logic. That was such a impressive casting decision to me. And then Fran Drescher on top of it, I was like, it was like boom. Me specifically, because I grew up watching reruns of The Nanny on Nick at Night. Of course, Tyler, right? Like Tyler being his acting debut, but like Tyler has, Tyler for a long time was my favorite artist, my favorite musical artist ever. And seeing him with the hairline, that was the thing too with the costume, because I've never seen Tyler like that. I've never seen Tyler look like that. And it's just this whole other guy, that character is not him. And that's why it's impressive. So, okay, let's continue.
What do you plan to do if this whole dream of yours doesn't work
That
out?
doesn't even enter my consciousness.
Oh, yeah, man.
Now look at this, an orange ball, which no one's ever thought of. See, you're already following it way better. Look at his eyes. You're looking more engaged now.
Marty, custom
Oh,
ball
my
like
God.
that, it's gonna cost a lot of money.
Of course it's custom. It's an original ball for an original guy. It's the Marty Supremo, not the Marty normal ball.
Wow. Incredible, man. Incredible. Because that's also the symbol of the movie. I mean, they made the marketing of the movie into this cultural meme that spread like wildfire. It was Chalamet on the Vegas Sphere, Marty Supreme, made in America. I just can't get over it. I can't get over it. It was everywhere. They turned everything into a Marty Supreme ball, not the Marty normal ball. And then it became a meme that the marketing for this movie was unbelievable. Everybody started talking about, have you seen the marketing for A24's box office numbers? Because I believe when Marty Supreme came out, it broke the record. It was the highest grossing movie. And Backrooms recently has been kind of dominating. Backrooms, $10 million budget, 194 million domestic, international 196, so worldwide. Okay, Marty Supreme, $70 million budget, so big budget. Well, not a big budget, but a bigger budget. And let's see, worldwide about 200 million. So this is the crisis of current cinema, is that filmmaking as a craft and as a form is misunderstood. So you could say even a lot of the top players don't understand filmmaking as deeply as like the true masters, right? So I think if there's a small minority who really understand what makes film what it is, and their work is much stronger because they understand their instrument the best. I've seen Marty Supreme probably about 4 times. I think I saw it twice in the theater, and I bought it right away. It was one of those movies that I just wish I could watch again right away. Same thing with Smashing Machine. So let's talk about the story of Marty Supreme. There are lots of things in this film that I did not expect the public to accept. But they did. I was reading Moonwalk, the Michael Jackson autobiography. And he would talk about how children are the hardest, they're the toughest to entertain because they have such high standards. But he would also talk about how he wanted his artwork to appeal to the broadest demographic of people. Because what he was shooting for was greatness. And this movie is about a man shooting for greatness. This movie is not about someone looking for good enough. This movie is not about someone who's just trying to get by. This movie's about someone who's got their eyes set on greatness and they don't care what it fucking costs. They will never ever give up until they find that greatness that they're searching for. Even that is a tough thing for the public to accept. And it happened right away. So Mark Rebier, he tweeted like a hate tweet about this. He said, it's nothing but chest beating and like Marty Supreme sucks. I saw my fair share of negative comments about this movie. There's these brutal scenes that happen in the film, like when he says, I've got a purpose, you don't. There's a difference between me and you. I've got a purpose, you don't. You may think that's a good thing, but it's not. It means I have an obligation to see a very, very specific thing through. Rachel Meisler. He tells Rachel, after she's already pregnant with this baby. And I saw another take about Marty Supreme online where she said that the only things that matter in Marty Supreme are the beginning scene where he's in the shoe shop And Rachel Meisler walks in, and they conceive their child together in the back of the shoe shop. And the very end of Marty Supreme, where he, after his crazy adventure and hijinks, he is in the maternity ward with Rachel in the hospital bed and goes over to the nursery where his child is, asks to see his kid, and the nurse shows him the kid, who recognizes him magically and smiles with a little baby smile, and Marty bursts into tears. And so this person that was on the internet having a take about this movie was saying that, those are the only two things that matter, and everything in between is just this beginning. And I completely disagree with that, because to me, what makes this movie so great, so amazing that this film was a hit, because Marty's point is that he's trying to do something great. He wants to live his life doing what he's best at and earning what he is due because of what he's worth, because of how good he is at what he does. And he says to Rachel that, I have nothing to offer you if I can't do this. If I can't go on this crazy adventure away from you, trying to win the championship in Britain and then Japan, I'll be nothing but a bum for you. And if you want to father to your child and you want me to help take care of you and all that, I can't do those things if I can't do what I was born to do, which is play ping pong. And this is to me, this is like kind of a radical idea to introduce in mainstream cinema in 2025. Knowingly conceives this child that he doesn't know whether he will or will not be able to take care of because he hasn't won. And Marty's flawed, I guess. Marty gets into all kinds of trouble in this movie because he takes risks and he's trying to rob this movie star for her necklace and order room service as soon as she leaves because he doesn't have money for dinner tonight. But at the same time, you got this guy who can beat Endo. He's the one guy in the world who can beat Endo. And Endo's the best, right? I even love at the beginning where he's like, look, this guy's the world champ. I've already beat him. So when it comes to the pure merit of it and the pure facts, I'm already the best in the world. I'm already better than this guy, right? And it is until he sees Endo that he really goes, oh shit. He's better than anything Mauser has ever seen. He's training at the ping pong place, but also he's getting in fucking trouble, dude. How did I get so fucked up? But he never does that. He never falls into that type of headspace. He just keeps moving because honestly, he can't afford to do that. It's so fast. So, that's a testament to the writing of Safdie, Josh Safdie, and Ronald Bronstein, and probably Bronstein carries it. Bronstein made this movie what it is. At the beginning, where he impregnates Rachel Meisler, and we see the sperm fertilize the egg in this crazy sequence with the song "Forever Young." I want to be forever young, which means a completely different. That's really young. He's got such a huge ego, right? This is an unpopular thing to do. The accepted thing to do is to be selfless, right? So it's for Marty to say, I met somebody who needed me and I had to sacrifice for them. That's nowhere in this movie. That's nowhere. And so he's got to subordinate his baby mama and kid to his mission. And that is very hard for the general public to accept. But in the end of the film, you see why. At the end of the film, the reason why he has this moment with his kid is because he accomplished it. It's because he really did it. So it was that to me was mind-blowing that this film was so successful. And it really defined the cinematic culture of that year. All the great New York filmmakers would see it as completely pushing the boundaries, extending on the best things, and not compromising in the slightest. And every time I watch it, it gets better. That's the other thing is I'm a Benny guy. I think everybody loves the Safdie brothers. They're so good together, right? But the big thing about 2025 was that they split. Mostly film people. It was a meme. It became a meme because like film people don't know what the fuck they're talking about, man. They're just chronically online, and maybe they got a PA job once, and maybe they fucking write some stupid articles on fucking Substack that no one gives a shit about. But they go online and they say, "Oh, well, it's clear who's the more talented Safdie brother." It's just dumb to think about this that way because, first of all, they're brothers. They're two of the best filmmakers ever, and they collaborate together and fucking share a life because they're brothers. So, like, what is this here? And this may be the second episode I talk about this film right here. Marty does lose. You know, he loses in the film. He has to bear his ass for Kevin O'Leary to spank and take the shame. And you know, Mark Kerr never had to do that. He never had to show his bare ass. And, you know, both A24 movies, so, and try so many different things because that's what cinema needs. Cinema does not need any more people chasing what people already like. So, and it's been, a lot of their movies have failed, you know, and that's why I like them, is because they're okay with that. They earn back with a Marty Supreme or Backrooms what they lose in making, you know, a more obscure film. So that's my analysis of Marty Supreme. You can join my Patreon, and then if you own the film or rent it or whatever, you can play my commentary over it. And my commentaries are pretty good because they're entertaining. And this is newest, latest. This is the one film at a time show. And thank you for watching.